work that you're doing. At no time in my lifetime has it been this important. And I know that you've heard me say it before, this is the most important election of our lifetime. And I say it because it is. There's just no question about it. And how good was our Joe last night? Didn't he do a good job? I'm sure everybody watched the debate, and I'm sure everyone had taken a deep breath to figure out where it was going to go. And that first debate was an absolute debacle, brought to you by, what's he call himself, President Lincoln. But Joe did Joe did a great job last night. He was presidential. He was calm. He looked into the camera. He spoke to the American people, where the other guy was trying to tear everything down and be divisive, just the way he's acted in the 4 years that he's held this office. And I know that we're all on pins and needles because last year at this time, or not last year, 4 years ago at this time, we were pretty confident that we were going to win. And sadly, it didn't work out that way. And so I think it's important that we be on pins and needles this time. And we need to remember that if the election were today, we would win the House of Representatives. We would hold our majority, and we would have a net gain of Democrats in the House. We would flip the Senate, and we would win the White House. And that's good news. But the bad news is the election's not today. The election is every day for the next 11 days. So we cannot let off. We've got to keep up the pressure. We've got to keep up the work. We've got to see this thing through. We have to compete for the very last vote. And we have important reasons to do that. There are a number of things that are on the ballot, not just a return to normalcy, not just a return to where the rest of the world looked up to our United States of America and the president in the White House. We have other issues too. COVID is most certainly at the forefront. And this was mismanaged from day one. And it doesn't matter how much this character wants to put blame on someone else. He mismanaged COVID like no one could have even imagined. And as a result, more people are dead than should be because of his inaction. And now he's trying to do this. I'm going to bring the economy back. It's about the economy. You know, you can't be good at bringing the economy back if you're not good at coronavirus. And the fact that he dropped the ball is what led to where we are in the economy today. Can you imagine what would have happened? And right in the beginning, had he embraced Dr. Fauci, had he embraced the CDC, had he come out and said, this is a terrible health attack on our country. We need to get together. We need to be together. We need to do everything we possibly can to slow it down and protect American lives. Wear a mask. Hell, he could have gotten one of those Make America Great Again masks and used it, to his advantage. But no, he denied it. He lied about it. He minimized it. He didn't listen to the scientific experts, and as a result, we are where we are. And COVID is really a two-pronged issue on the American people. One is the healthcare side, and the other is the economic side. And we can't get the economy going again unless we crush the virus. And he has absolutely drug his feet on the most important part of combating the virus. That's testing, tracing, and treatment. And he just ignored it. They're still playing fast and loose on the COVID negotiations that Nancy Pelosi is doing with the White House right now on that very issue. And then this president, last night, he said that he's going to come out, he wants to do away with the Affordable Care Act, and he wants to come out with his big, beautiful, wonderful plan that will be better, will be cheaper, everybody will love, will save all kinds of lives. We've heard that malarkey for the last 5 years. Where's your plan? Where's your plan? And then last night he says, we're going to protect everybody who has a pre-existing condition. Well, the number of people with pre-existing conditions has just grown markedly because of COVID. And I'll let you in on a secret. You cannot say you are for protecting people with pre-existing conditions while at the same time you're in the Supreme Court trying to repeal the Affordable Care Act. The Affordable Care Act is what provides protection for people with pre-existing conditions. He's going to get rid of it and then say we're going to build a better one? I don't think so. How many of you people have ever driven your car off the cliff or burned down your house because you're going to build a better one or you're going to buy a better one? That just makes absolutely no sense. And his malarkey last night about how he's the best environmental president ever. This guy, I don't know what those medications they gave him are doing to him, but it certainly hasn't improved the situation. And you know, this guy changes his mind every time you turn around, and you see it with the COVID negotiations. First, he says that they're not going to do more than $1 trillion, and then he says we're going to do $1.8 trillion, and then we lower our number to 2.2 trillion. He says that's way too high. You're not getting a penny more than 1.8. And 3 days later, he says Nancy Pelosi's numbers are too low. We've got to provide a lot more money than that. And now he's back, I don't know, in the bunker at the White House or something, are out spreading coronavirus amongst a couple thousand people who were unmasked, listening to him and his blowhard rhetoric at one of these rallies that he's having. It's absolutely disgraceful what this person is doing. But with Joe Biden, we've got somebody who knows what he's doing. He's got a plan on COVID. He's got a plan on healthcare. He's got a plan on our environment. He has an economic plan that will bring us back. And he's got experience at that. Because remember, he's the one that President Obama charged with bringing us back from the last downturn that a Republican administration saddled us with. And I'll just say one last thing. I think everybody here is well aware of the work that I've been doing on gun violence prevention. For 7 years, I tried to get a bill that I wrote that would require everybody that buys a gun to go through a background check, to make sure they're not a danger to themselves or others, and make sure that they're not a criminal. Under the Republican control of the House, I could not even get a hearing on that bill. And mind you, over 90% of the American people support that. 7 years it languished. It got so bad that under the leadership of John Lewis, we shut down the House floor for 2 days. We held a protest on the floor of the House. We still couldn't get a hearing on that bill. When we won the House 2 years ago, when the Democrats took the majority, one of the first bills we passed was my bill on gun violence prevention, the background check bill, H.R. 8. That bill went over to the Senate. The newspapers said it was the most significant gun violence prevention bill in a decade. Where is it? Where is it today? It's with 435 other bipartisan bills that the House passed that are sitting on Mitch McConnell's desk. And every one of those bills helps the American people, makes our country and our lives better. That's why this is the most important election in our lifetime. We need to maintain our majority in the House. We need to flip the Senate, and we need to get this character out of the White House and put Joe Biden in there. And I know that with your work, we can do that. Poll numbers are looking good. Every day they look good. Believe me, every morning I wake up and the first thing I do is I pull out my iPad and I start looking at poll numbers. And they look good. We just need to make sure they keep looking good. So please continue your good work. I know it's hard. I know we ask a lot of you, but we're all in this together. We're all working hard at it. And there's a lot of good that you can do. We've got races in California that are tough races that we need to work on, and we have races across the country. So anything and everything that you can do will be very, very much appreciated, and it will be the most important political work that you've ever done. So thanks very much. I appreciate what you're doing. I value your input, your support, and your friendship, and I look forward to the day when we can do this all in person rather than over the Zoom.